Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Flagstaff Epro 19BH travel trailer purchase. I'm here to walk you around the unit, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. You guys have picked a nice little trailer here. Let's talk about arriving at the campsite. Now, the first thing I want you to take note of is where your electricity and water hookups are, so that you can park accordingly. On your driver's side, just above the tire will be your power connect, and to the front of that will be your water connect. So park accordingly so that all your cables and cords will reach your supplies easily. Let's arrive at the campsite. First thing you want to do, after unhooking your hitch, our hitch man will show you how to hook that up, is level your unit. So you do have a docking light and power here. Bring your unit up or down, depending on where you need to be. Now, I do recommend putting a level inside your door, or even getting a little sticker magnet. Putting it about here, that'll be about the middle of your unit. They have little stick-on levels that you can purchase. Put that on there. Get your unit level by using your power tongue jack. Once your unit is level, the next thing you want to do is stabilize your unit. Inside your unit will be this hand crank, 3/4 inch socket on the end. Simply hook it up. Right is down, left is up. So you're going to bring this down just until you're taut with the ground. Now, I do recommend leveling jacks. We do have them in our store. You have a 10% off coupon on the day of your pickup. I think it's good for 30 days. Get some supplies for your unit. First thing I recommend is jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect your unit, keep you from sinking. And a lot of times you get 90 plus weather, that blacktop will start giving and tar will stick up into your jacks here. So remember, these are stabilizing jacks. So once you have your unit level, you're only going to want to bring these down until they're taut with the ground, just to stabilize your unit. If you step inside your unit, feels a little off, just go to the side you think it needs lowered or lifted. As soon as you start to feel pressure from the unit, stop cranking. We've got our unit level. We've got our unit stabilized. Next thing you want to do is hook up your electricity and your water. Now, I do recommend when you arrive at the campsite, check your battery connects. Maybe even when you get home. You know, you are bouncing down the road and them can wiggle loose. Want to make sure you've got power there. So first thing we'll do is hook up our power. Here's your power cord inside your storage unit here. Simply bring it back, plug it in here. Now, this is a 30 amp connection. Should you need to plug into a 110 in your convenience pack, is an amperage reducer. Simply plug this onto the end of your power cord and you can go down to 110. Now, you can run the AC off this, but a lot of times it'll pop a breaker, so recommend not using your AC when running 110. So we've got our power hooked up. Next thing you want to do is hook up our water. Now, there's two ways to get water. One, City Water Connect. First thing you want to do is hook up your water pressure regulator. That's going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi's, protecting your unit. You don't know what the campus pressure is set at. Hook up your hose, put this water pressure regulator in. Now, before turning on your water, check your hot water heater, which I should, this looks like closed up. Check your hot water heater and make sure your drain plug is in. You may have left it out from the last time you went camping. Then turn on your hose. Once you feel the unit start to be full, pull on this pressure release valve. Release pressure till you see water coming out, and you know you've got enough water in your tanks to turn on your hot water heater. You do have electrical element here. If you're plugged into electric, turn that on. Turn it off if you're not. Should you be going somewhere where you're dry camping? Potable water tank, just above your city water tank. Fill this up. Again, burp, what they call this, let the air out. Burp your hot water heater. Same thing, except for when you're using your potable water, you're going to use your water pump. It's the only time you need to use your water pump. Water pump is not necessarily when hooked up to city water. So now we've got our water hooked up, our electricity hooked up. I'm just going to walk you around the unit and show you a few things. There's your outdoor shower. Power connect, of course. Sewage drain, which we'll talk about when we're leaving the campsite. Back door access to your bunk area. Ladder, climb up on the roof, check your seams. This unit is prepped with a Furion backup camera. Should you decide to purchase one out of our store, it just electronically communicates. Hook it up to the dash of your vehicle and it talks to this one. You can back your unit up safely. At the back of the unit is a tank flush valve, which we'll talk about when dumping our tanks. Around to this side, you do have a 110 with an LP disconnect down here should you want to set a grill out here. This is access to the back of your fridge. This is your microwave vent and your outdoor speakers. This is your furnace heat release. Steer clear of that, that can get pretty hot. And of course your front storage. Solar on the side. Should you choose to buy a solar unit, you can prep it, put it on there and trickle charge your batteries. Let's take a walk inside your unit. First thing you want to notice with every unit, just inside the door is your fire extinguisher. Above that, to the left of your door as you come in is your control panel. Turn on some interior lights, turn on porch lights, awning lights. I'm going to run your awning out real quick just to show you how far to run it. We're hitting the extend. Now running your awning out. You only want to run it out until you see this flap come down. Run that flap down to 90 degrees and you're as far as you need to be. Retract and bring it in. While I'm running that awning in, I'll talk about a few other things. Your water pump, that's where you turn on if you're using potable water. And the two of these are if you are hooked up to gas, just gas, then you need to start your hot water heater here. If you're hooked up electricity, you light your hot water heater here. To the left of that is to check your tank levels. Gray is empty, black's empty, fresh, and battery. Below that you do have a GFI protected 110. Your sink, of course. Your stove. This glass makes a great backsplash. Simply turn these to light, hold the electronic button, and when your gas is turned on, that'll light for you. You have a stove as well. On the roof is your solar panel, and this will show you your readings from your solar panel. Check your levels. Self-explanatory microwave. Let's talk about running your fridge. Turn your fridge on here. Right now it's on auto, which means when you're plugged into electricity, it'll run off electricity. As soon as you unplug, it'll run off gas. Or if you dry camp and simply want to run off gas, this is a lower or raise. Once it's raised, you know you're on gas. I do want to mention in your bathroom, should also have a 110 in here. Power light. Your fan. Your hand crank that up to open. And then here's your fan on and fan off. Make sure that's closed. Also recommend keeping an eye on your lines too. You got sewage lines coming in here. Just keep an eye on them. Make sure they stay tight. That's all you need to do is have a wet unit. Underneath your fridge, by the floor, are a couple of things. Let's start by your access panel to your fuse box and your breaker box. Looks like you've got a 40, a 30, and the rest 15s in there. I highly recommend keeping a handful of those with you when you go camping. Nothing worse than blowing a fuse and not having one on hand. Next to that, 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. This carbon monoxide detector is constantly running off your 12-volt battery, which means if you're going to be gone for the day, use battery disconnect or disconnect one of your posts. Otherwise, this will run down your battery and then it'll run itself down. Here, one-touch lighting. Heated mattresses. This will plug into your mattress up here and keep it heated. Of course, this will make into a bed. Up here you do have a couple of 110s and USB ports for charging at night. Here's your jacket bike rack. Your stereo system. And your television. One thing I want you to note, turn your TV to the side. When you arrive at the campsite and you start scanning for channels, before you do, press this little button until you've got a green light. Once you've got a green light, you can scan for channels and it's going to pick up a lot more channels. You'll get 20 to 30 channels with that digital channel boost. So make sure that's on before running your digital channels. If you're at the back of the park, you're not picking up their Wi-Fi very good. There's your Wi-Fi Ranger. Turn that on. Use your information here, and you'll be able to pick it up as if you're right next door to it. Well, it covers it on the inside. Let's go back outside. We're done camping. We've closed everything up. We've brought up our stabilizing jacks. We're going to empty our water. Low point drain. Just to the right of your door, low point drain. Release both of these. Drain all your water tanks. Come back around. Unhook your water, unhook your power. Should you be using a fresh water tank, there's a fresh water drain here. For draining your hot water heater, again, release the valve. Unplug your hot water heater drain valve. Drain that water out. Next thing you want to do is dump our unit. So you want to park accordingly. At the rear side of your driver's side, park where you can reach the dump easy. Hook up your sewage hose. After hooking up your sewage hose, you're going to pull your black tank. That's going to be this one right here. Now leave that black tank open. You hear everything coming out. You're going to go right to the back of your unit and hook their hose up to a black tank flush. Use your water pressure regulator again. Protect your lines. Run that black tank flush for about 5 minutes. It's going to spray out your black tank with hoses and get it nice and clean in there. Once you've ran that for about 5 minutes and you've remembered to keep your black tank open, close your black tank, pull your gray tank. That'll be to the left. Once your gray tank is pulled, that's going to clean out your sewage hose a little better. Simply put it back in storage and store it away. You do have docking lights at the front of your unit. And inside your propane, you do have a regulator. You simply point it toward the tank you want to use. Right now it's to the left. Spin it to the right. Put it on whichever tank you want to use. And down. Tighten them down. And you're all set. I hope you guys get many years of camping out of this trailer. Congratulations and happy camping.